Hello. Okay, menu's working this time. Fuck.
Ugh.
Hey, Nick.
Happy that you've got your man? No. I'm not your man. I'm just a suspect.
Nick.
I didn't do it.
Actually, I believe you. But until we catch the real murderer, you're going to remain a prime suspect.
What's gonna happen to me then? Never mind. I'm more worried about Olivia. How's she doing? Come on, say something.
I can't tell you anything.
If that's the case. Could you hand her a letter? Please? Agent.
You don't mind me inspecting it first?
Oh, that's fine.
Only this once, Nick.
Thank you. Thanks. Tell her I'm sorry, will you?
Nick, you need to do that, not me.
Pick up that can.
Hasten to me, brothers!
Nay.
Onion. What have I missed in the deadly premonitions?
Well, when you went to bed, I soon got the car, York car, which is indestructible, and that's kind of funny.
Oh, good.
It also constantly plays Not American Idiot.
Oh, good.
And I'm delivering a letter to Olivia from Nick.
Is Nick still in jail?
He is in jail, yes. I have not progressed the story.
What's this?
Nick asked me to give it to you. It's a letter from him to you.
Nick wrote this? For me? Olivia, I'm sorry for all the trouble I am causing you.
I'm writing this letter because I need to tell you some things. First, I'm sorry about meeting with Diane without telling you. My actions were irresponsible and may have caused you to misunderstand. But I swear to God I was not cheating on you. And I didn't kill Diane. That's what I wanted to tell you. As I sit here in this cell, all I can think about is you.
I sincerely doubt he was not getting a piece of that tail.
Okay.
Who in town was not fucking Diane?
I had thought that this happiness we
Probably.
had would just go on forever. I've always been grateful to you. But I've never told you, have I? I used to think that putting it into words made it sound cheap. But at times like these, words are all we need. Thank you for everything. Once I get home, I'll make it up to you. Take care of yourself. I love you. Nick.
Agent, could you wait a moment, please? I want to write a reply.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Zach, I hope Nick will feel better by this.
Cap, I gotta tell something to you that you probably already really know. I'm super fucking excited for Shadow Generations.
What kind of game is Shadow Generations going to be?
It looks like it's just going to be a boost formula game with a kind of a Sonic Adventure style hub world to connect the levels. It really looks like it's just going to be Sonic Generations, but for Shadow.
Well, I guess
Maybe
what
a
I mean
little
is,
shorter.
what kind of game was Sonic Generations? Like, was that meant, like, how does that compare to Sonic
Generation?
Mania, I guess.
Generations was a 3D boost formula game kind of game, still very linear. And of course, half of the levels were classic Sonic, so they were very, classic Mania styled, I guess you could say. All in all,
Okay.
what you expect out of a Sonic game. You go fast, you get a lot of rings, you get to the end of the level, and you get ranked.
So, Generations had both 2D and 3D levels?
Yep, that was the whole point of the game. Because
okay.
is that York's car?
Yep.
Damn, I forgot he drove such a nice car. No, the whole point of Generations was that it was, a chance to get some old levels. Uh-oh. Well, guess we're delivering that letter again.
Yes, we are.
The whole point of Generations was that, it's going to be fun to play through, Seaside Hill and Crisis City in 2D in Classic, but also to blast through, Green Hill Zone and Sky Sanctuary as modern Sonic in 3D. It was a real mixer-upper kind of deal.
Oh, okay.
And you've seen me play Sonic Colors on the Wii, right?
Yeah.
The modern stuff it's basically just Sonic Colors.
So they remade 2D levels in 3D color style, and they remade 3D level 2D classic Sonic style.
Yep, every single level has a modern act 2, and a classic Act 1. Lots of very good remixes as well. Modern versions of old zones and classic versions of new zones. I don't think we're gonna get a classic Shadow per se. I think it'll just be 2 3D acts per level.
It'd be kind of fun if they reimagined Shadow. Like, this is what Shadow would have been like if he was on the Genesis.
I would love to see a classic Shadow, but I don't think they're doing it.
Because why else would you call it Generations and not just call it Shadow the Hedgehog 2?
Who's in a cell with Nick?
Some guy.
Just some guy.
Some guy.
There's some footage of Gamescom demos out there. They're giving us the ability to do chaos control in the level finally, because that wasn't really something you could do on demand before. You still have to fill up a meter in this game, but it looks pretty easy, and there are some pretty neat little environmental puzzles with stopping time.
Chaos control is just Shadow's supersonic kind of thing, right?
He can do it without an emerald. It's okay. So it's not technically teleporting. It's just him, Dio Brandoing it, stopping time and moving in the stopped time to make it out.
I just mean that's like his superpower, his super ability.
Basically,
Sonic goes supersonic, and
Sonic goes fast. Shadow can teleport. Shadow can also go super Shadow. One thing they don't.
Why did let you do 2 superpowers?
The real gimmick, the real twist here is that Sonic can also do chaos control. Oh no! Did it crash again? No, it's just Discord's fucking up for me. Sonic can also do chaos control. He just chooses not to because he's a fucking pussy. He's actually even better at it than Shadow is.
He just wants Shadow to feel even more like a loser than he already does.
Yep. There's in Sonic Adventure 2, Eggman shoves Sonic in an escape pod and blows it up, right? He basically is like, I'm gonna kill Sonic the Hedgehog for real this time. Mm-hmm. And it looks like he gets away with it because he trapped him in there, in the escape pod, with a fake Chaos Emerald that Sonic was hoping to pawn off to Eggman in the hopes of ruining his scheme. Mm-hmm. But Sonic, even with the fake Chaos Emerald, it's nowhere near as strong as the real one, is able to use chaos control.
Also, the letters floating in the air.
Oh, it is. Look at that. Thank you, Swery. Very cool. Save the game on her fucking telephone if she has one. I don't think she do. Fingers crossed. Oh, I guess it was the car that crashed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run this thing.
There's a telephone right down the street. I'm really excited to see what they do with the story in Shadow Generations, because they've already shown in trailers that because of the time travel nonsense of the original Sonic Generations, that Maria and Gerald Robotnik might come back to life, and I think that they're going to make Shadow have to ensure they die to keep the timeline pure. I just love that.
I didn't know Sonic games had such strict continuity.
They don't. They don't at all. It's just that Sonic Generations in particular is a time travel plot. Every once in a while, the games like to pretend they have continuity. Like Sonic Frontiers really pretends like there's continuity, but there really isn't.
From Olivia? What the? I wrote so much. More than I'd ever actually say. A lot more than this. And she writes me only 3 lines back.
Not enough
Well,
for
no
you?
shit.
Oh, no,
Cheating on her.
No, it's more than enough.
Dumb
She
fuck.
wrote as much as she could. That's the best she could do right now.
Yeah. 3 powerful lines. I believe in you. I'll wait for you. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the
Olivia
last
has
one.
nothing to be sorry
I'm the
about.
one who has to apologize.
Do you feel a little better now, then? Just wait until the case is finished. I promise this will all come to an end.
Yeah. I know.
York
I
seems to
believe
at
you.
least be on Nick's side
She's
for the most
believing in
part.
me too, and waiting for me.
Well, I have to be going.
Hold on a minute.
Key to backdoor of diner.
What's this?
Cops didn't
The
take
key
that
to the
from him when
back
they
door of the
put him in
diner.
the cell.
Big bag in the kitchen. I don't know if you could use it, but consider it yours. You'll have to help yourself to it, of course. I can't exactly go with you.
Okay. I'll take this and I'll go check it out. Looks like a return to better things for those two, eh, Zach?
Big bag. Something important, huh?
Probably another inventory expansion. What if Shadow Generations is dead ass a Shadow the Hedgehog 2 style game with 10 billion branching storylines?
I'd hate it because I don't trust Sonic Team to not make the exact same mistakes they did before. As far as the plot goes, at least, it does look like Shadow Generations really is just going to be Shadow 2. Black Doom is back, and he seems like he's just going to be the main villain.
Disgusting black creatures.
Get out of my sight. Or is it?
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
That heavy metal riff that just played is coming back as the, stage complete ranking screen song, and I couldn't be happier.
Can't believe that Shadow has been around so long that people actually like him unironically now.
I always liked him unironically. You have to understand, Cap. When I was a young, impressionable lad of literally 13 when Shadow the Hedgehog came out, and
Well,
I got
know,
that
like
shit on my GameCube.
you were exactly the target demographic. Shadow's
And
been kind of the butt of jokes for so long. It's just weird seeing a legitimate earnest effort.
I think what it is that Shadow has always had his fan base, people like me, right? And it's just more people like you on the outside of the cult who look at Shadow and just have a giggle, right? And we're just at the stage in the fandom life cycle now where the people who are part of the cult are becoming the leadership of the cult. The guy who directs the Sonic movies got his start directing anything, directing the CGI for Shadow the Hedgehog. The guy who's in charge of writing all of the comics, he's writing the plot for Shadow Generations. Ian Flynn is also a huge Sonic cultist. He wrote Sonic Frontiers as well. Tyson Hess kind of single-handedly saved the franchise with the Sonic movie.
Really is kind of funny how usually when... Is it playing creepy music?
Yeah, what the fuck?
So, where shall we go next?
It's played creepy music. Jesus Christ. It's played creepy music when you've been driving before, but it's not this loud?
It's also usually playing it, when something creepy is happening.
Who's that in the middle of the road?
That's Lily in her car.
Okay. A lot of the people who do the art for the IDW Sonic comics got their start on DeviantArt.
It's just really funny in a way that how, in most cases, when the fandom starts running the asylum, as they say, it's terrible. But for Sonic, I guess it's the inverse.
It's Sonic because there's nothing worse for Sonic the Hedgehog than Sonic Team, alright? You gotta understand that Sonic Team, the developers, are just fucking bad at their jobs. And it's not entirely their fault, you know, Sega never gives them a budget, Sega's always rushing them. But boy, fucking howdy, would I be happy if Sonic Team was dissolved tomorrow. Is the diner closed because Nick is in jail?
Yep.
Nick was like, if you could use it. But, Zach, this is great. We'll be able
What
to
is
carry
that?
more items now, Zach.
Oh, it's a fanny pack. Big bag. Oh, that's nice.
I think now my inventory is 1515, so I can hold as much stuff on my person as I can hold in my item box.
That's ridiculous.
Only one, 4. I guess I just find the Sonic situation funny because, like, by a direct comparison, let's say, Star Fox. If fucking the same thing happened to Star
If
Fox,
the
it would
Star
be.
Fox fandom got their hands on that, it'd be awful. It'd be
It would.
no joke the worst.
It would. Because, yeah, it's like they have like all the same problems as the Sonic fandom. There's just something about science fiction furry action games that make people get brain rot. Well, now it's playing the normal music. Maybe
I'm
it's
just
the-
chalking up to this game being haunted.
Yeah.
Have you
Game's
seen
haunted.
have you seen the YouTube channel Just Rolled In, Cap?
Nope.
It's just a clip collection channel of mechanics who post the absolute fucking shit boxes that just roll in and expect some like trivial little thing done, and it's this rusted out piece of shit with a ton and ton of fucking problems. I saw one because I was watching a bunch of them last night because I was high as shit, just letting the algorithm pick things for me. There was a mechanic who was like, customer states the car doesn't turn on, so he opens up the engine block, and it's just completely solid goo inside. And I don't mean like a sloppy kind of goo, like a perfectly formed mold of the inside of the engine block.
Was it?
They didn't know. They were not able to find out what it was. Hi, George. Do we know if he's gay yet?
Nope.
So it's still just a gay theory.
That's a gay theory.
Hey, Kaysen's here. Talk to the dog.
Hey, York.
Yo, dude.
I think the real crux
man.
behind
Keith,
the fandom making Sonic better in the
Usually
long run
more
is
upbeat.
that
You really
I'll
want me
wait
to
for this
drag
is
you
over.
down too, FBI?
maybe I can pull you back up.
Well, I've lost something, man. My most precious treasure in the whole world. Well, my most precious after my family. My guitar, man. It's gone. Lily said she gave it away. Gave it away. Can you believe that? She says it's my fault for not tidying up the storeroom. I don't get her, man. What kind of logic is that? I didn't tidy up the storeroom, so I have to lose my guitar? You with me, right, FBI? Man to man, you see where I'm coming from.
Your guitar means that much to you.
Oh, my meeting with that fine guitar is what led me onto
What's the back of his
path
jacket
rock,
say?
Man. It was back in high
Back
school.
in the hole.
I made my first visit to Seattle. The world was tired of pop music, and people were crying out for a new sound. It was only a few years before grunge would explode out of Seattle. I met a true rocker there, man. He had the sunglasses, a biker jacket, and the long hair. Man, he
I
even
don't
had a
really like grunge
bandana.
that much.
I mean, he was behind
I'm not big
the
on
times by
Nirvana.
then, but
I like some of
nevertheless,
Pearl Jam stuff, but
pure white guitar on
it's
his
not my
back
deal, really.
hypnotized all who passed him. In the midst of everyone wanting something new, I glimpsed a tradition that had to continue. That's right. It's called rockabilly.
You
dig
know,
me, right,
rockabilly's
man?
not my thing either, but I respect
The world
rockabilly.
can't be built
Rockabilly's
solely
really
on
I
new
really like it.
things. I couldn't help myself. I approached him and opened my mouth. I told him what I was feeling, FBI, right there on the street. I don't remember the words I used now. It was like a dream. But it sparked something inside me. I can tell you that. Our shared love of music allowed us to talk like old friends. Before I knew it, I'd been hanging out with this guy for 3 days. When I finally had to go home, what do you know? He gave me that guitar, man. He said that the soul of rock should be passed on to the next generation. That is how the legendary guitar Grekhoch came into my
Grekhoch.
hands. Well, thanks for listening anyway, FBI. It means a lot to me.
Anyway, you were saying,
What was I saying?
why Sonic fandom
Oh,
somehow.
because no matter who the fuck is doing the art or doing the writing, there's going to be the suits at Sega with a stranglehold around their neck, and they won't let any bullshit get through. You know, at the end of the day, the Sega mandates are law. And we actually have a lot of info on what the Sega mandates are specifically because of Ian Flynn. He hosts his own podcast, and he talks very openly about what working with Sega is like. For him, at least, it's a very positive experience. He doesn't have anything bad to say about Sega, but a lot of there are really strange mandates for character design for new characters for the comics. One of the ones is if the character is like male or male presenting or whatever, they are not allowed to wear pants. No pants if you're a boy. Meanwhile, girls have to be covered up.
You?
So I guess this is why Kelly Acorn will never happen.
Well, they actually back before Archie died and the mandates were really starting to like first come in, they actually covered up Sally. They gave her a new outfit where it's like it was like shorts and a crop top with a vest jacket over it. It was a very good look for her, actually. I don't even care about Archie Sonic, and I thought it was good.
Show him the damn.
Quietly return the guitar. You have to find somewhere to slip it. Observe. I'm assuming dropping an item just doesn't just drop it on the ground at your feet.
I can't
They
drop
won't
this
even.
'cause-
They won't even let you drop it. Yeah. Whack him with it.
Yo, dude.
There we go. I can cycle through these.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, baby! Where did you find it?
Lily gave it to me as a reward for cleaning up the
I
scene.
forget. Is he married to Lily?
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
Keith is.
Well, I'm happy to see it with you. Treat it well. I'll just do the manly thing and forget about it.
Come on now, Keith. I can't play it myself. Instruments exist to be played, not to become an ornament. What am I going to do with it? Use it as a weapon? That's not what it's for. You're the owner of this
I
car.
may have domed a couple dozen
have-
zombies with it.
Whoa!
Your story relit the burnt-out fire of rock in my soul.
FBI, you're all right. Hey, just hold on a moment. Take this then, in exchange.
Hey, the gold card.
It's a gold card, our super discount card. There's no markup.
Now
on
you can get a
anything we
really
sell
nice
you
present
when
for
we use
Zach.
This, in a way, means I'd work for no pay for you, man.
Are you sure?
Of course, we're buddies, man. Yeah.
Look at him standing inside the chair.
Yo, dude.
Oh fuck! Another very fun mandate that they had to deal with for a while is that Shadow the Hedgehog could not have a home. He couldn't have like a home base or somewhere where he stayed. So for the one episode he showed up in Sonic Boom 4, they wanted to show Shadow the Hedgehog had like a Batman lair in a cave. And the episode had gotten far enough along that they were like starting to block out scenes with the models and stuff, and Sega had to step in and be like, "No, you can't do that." Well, can he just be in a cave? And Sega said, "As long as it doesn't look like he lives in the cave." One of the mandates that it was one of the ones that went away pretty early was there was no such thing as money in the Sonic world. There was never to be discussion of purchasing or spending any kind of money, which is weird because Vector the Crocodile, his one big defining character trait is that he's a greedy fucking money grubber. Like the whole thing with the Chaotix is that they're a little detective agency, but they're constantly fucking broke, like Dante from Devil May Cry. They can't pay their fucking bills. What other infinite melee weapons do you have? Is it just the wrench?
That's the wrench.
There's some people on the internet who are a little upset that Rouge the Bat has been showing less and less skin over the years. They cover up her cleavage more, and her spy catsuit isn't open at the back anymore. Joke's on you, full body catsuit's even sexier, motherfucker.
I mean, she never really had cleavage to begin with. She has that heart breastplate that kind of implies breasts without actually drawing breasts.
They made her into a full-on titty monster in quite a few of the games. Like in the first game, in Sonic Adventure 2, like she didn't really have tits like that, but they 100% made her a titty monster after a while. Like, look at her in Sonic 06, and it's what were they thinking? How many young impressionable men have been ruined by Rouge the Bat?
A lot, probably.
probably a whole fucking lot. I imagine that she is the reason why that game has so many defenders.
Khmer Rouge game. Not to be confused with the Khmer Rouge.
The Khmer Rouge? No! Oh, no! I love it. Cope's Tunnel.
Yeah, it's one of the spooky phantom tunnels. Alright, I need it raining to do Emily's last side quest. Who else do I have? I can't do Keith's next side quest until the next chapter.
Advance the plot for now.
I'm seeing if there's anything else I could do right now. Michael and Harry are at the end of the game. I've done Nick's side quest.
You've really been clearing house, haven't you?
I'm not
Wesley
gonna
just
worry
wants
too.
more trading cards.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too hard about doing Wesley on stream because it's just trading cards. Roaming
Sigourney's
Sigourney.
got quite a few.
Yeah, but she only shows up at night. She doesn't wander around during the day. Weird.
So it looks like all you can do is progress the plot until it rains.
I am going to go do the nappy rain thing. Because I want to get this Emily quest out of the fucking way.
Have you gone fishing since Tabitha?
No.
Oh, wow.
Hard band back.
It looks less like an emergency flare and more like a Roman candle.
Yeah?
Although I guess, in a way, it's kind of what emergency flares are. I've always wanted to shoot a flare gun straight up. It's got to be so satisfying.
Kinda is. I think I shot a flare once.
Ooh. Was it in time of emergency?
Yeah, actually.
Oh no, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It wasn't like a super big deal. We were out on the lake on my dad's pontoon boat, and the battery on the pontoon boat died.
Oh, okay.
We were watching fireworks on the 4th of July in the middle, at night.
And
On the
then once
lake?
the show was over, you were stuck on the lake.
Yep, so we had to, signal for,
Did anyone think it was just more fireworks going off?
No. We got a fucking
Park ranger.
or whatever come over and help us out, give us a tow.
Tug you back to the dock.
Yeah.
It's good that it all turned out okay in the end. Fireworks on a lake at night has got to be transcendental.
It was pretty nice, yeah.
There is one of my favorite fireworks I've ever seen was coming home from work one night on the 4th of July, because there's this big bridge right outside the casino. I got to go over it to get home, right? And you've got a pretty good vantage point of, like, a good half of the entire county from up there, right? And so I could just see off in the horizon every little fireworks show around town going off at once. It was really cool. Not even one town, but like 2 towns. I could see some shit going off in the corner too. Really cool.
That does sound nice.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen this year, unfortunately. Like I was going home at the right time. It's just nothing was going off.
Bacon gay.
Yeah, it's just that one of those little memories that'll always stick with me. You know.
Good memory. Funny enough, that's not even the first time my dad had a fucking emergency on that pontoon boat with the whole family on it. That's the second one. The first one was we went camping on
Zach,
at
is
the
there
beach.
something here that you
And we
want
were
to check
specifically
out?
camping
Well,
on like a
if you
little
like, but
sandbar
I do need to get that report
you
back.
had to use a boat to
Once you're finished,
access.
let's head back to the
Yeah.
hotel.
And just like before, the boat didn't quite have.
Didn't have enough to get you back.
Yeah. So we had to get a tug, but we had a bunch of camping shit on us. So basically, it was like, okay, we only got one trip. So we had to decide what can we leave behind. You know, so like anything that was disposable, you know, that had to go.
Yeah.
We had like my sister's dogs with us. We had to hold them still.
Yeah. Jittery fucking dogs.
And the boat was so low to the water, we took water on a few times.
Oh no.
Ooh, there was a genuine risk that we could have sank.
Holy fuck.
It was kind of funny. It was funny in retrospect, but kind of scary at the moment, you know?
Yeah, I bet. Wow, the boat's taking on water. No, it's like, oh fuck, dude, Jesus.
And yeah, and this time we didn't have like a park ranger to help us out. It was like
Some dude.
some dude offering to help, yeah.
I remember this one time we were down at the sand dunes down in Oregon, and my brother had gone way up to the top of a dune, but his wheels like sunk into the sand somehow up there, and he just couldn't get it out. Like it was stuck in there pretty good, but like a whole gang of dude bros was just like coming back up the trail, and they saw us, and one of them rode up. He's like, "Hey, bro, check this cool shit out," and he just like it was like it's a big sand dune, right? Huge sand dune, sheer on one side, like damn near 90 degrees. Dude just kind of revved it twice, it scooted forward, and he just rode it down, straight 90 degrees down, and it was fine. I assume they got some good dunes down in California, right? They got
this was when I was living in
coastline.
this was when I was that was when I was living in North Carolina, actually.
I'm just saying, I assume you've been to some sand dunes in your life.
Actually, the beaches in California that I've seen are pretty urbanized. It's like the parking lots go right up to the edge of the beach.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's very different from what I'm used to in North Carolina. In North Carolina, there's quite a bit of actual, sand dune between, the beachfront and then, like, the parking area.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, in California, not so much. Okay, Emily's in her house. Let's go.
And it's raining.
Yep.
Hey, wait, can you teleport instantly to her?
Wait. Brian's running from the rain. Why are you running from the rain?
Because he doesn't want to be outside. He's probably just trying to get to his car. Huh, that's a weird thing to say, Brian. Yeah, I think he just likes the rain.
Oh, you want to see some, something creepy about Brian? So, those bones we dug up, he buried them, and...
Brian?
One
sick joke, isn't it?
Brian might be a zombie.
Let's just get away from this guy. He does play very good piano for a zombie, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Where's that picture of Vector the Crocodile playing the piano?
How many more weird Sonic rules?
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
Okay, there it is. Jesus. I couldn't find it with the fucking subtitles, but there's one where he's looking right into the camera and it just says, "I bet you're surprised to see me playing the piano." Okay, more weird Sonic mandates. for whatever fucking reason, when the IDW comics first started, because they're kind of, even now, this long into the run, they're still kind of based off of Sonic Forces, of all things. They were not allowed to use Infinite, the edgy guy from that game. Couldn't use him, couldn't mention him. As far as the comics are concerned, Infinite has never fucking existed. Because they said Sega wanted to do something with him soon. And that was back in 2017. They haven't done shit with him since. Did you just miss Emily?
House is closed. Let me see. 12,
What
12 minus 19. Not even 8 o'clock. How small is this fucking window? He's in the house. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette for a few minutes.
Are you just early?
I don't know if I'm early or if I'm late.
Skip time to like 9:30.
Nine o'clock. 9:15.
No, I think she's closed for good. I think you just got fucking RNGesus, dude. This isn't exactly the same kind of thing, but the original Sonic generations, the console version, Xbox, PlayStation, even like the handheld 3DS version, all came with a ROM of the original Sonic the Hedgehog that you could just play from the level select. But not the Steam version. Nah, the Steam version has it patched out, because go fuck yourself. Buy the original game on Steam, asshole. Fuck you.
But also, you're on a PC, so just fucking go get a Genesis emulator.
It's still fucking lame. Cap, you know how there's like Sonic racing games where he like rides hoverboards or drives around in Ferraris and shit?
Yes.
Why doesn't he just run? Why doesn't he just run? He's fast. He doesn't need the car. He absolutely positively does not need the fucking car. You can't tell me Sonic the Hedgehog wouldn't enter himself into like NASCAR and then show up for the first day of the race just on foot. Come on.
I mean, I agree. I always thought that when Sonic shows up in racing games, it would be really funny if he,
If he just ran! If he was just there! Like, I can get, like, Knuckles in a car, sure, alright. Shadow gets a car too, because he doesn't really run fast. It's all on the skates.
Stop me.
But Sonic himself, come on. It was always very weird to me to see, like, Sonic the Hedgehog at the Olympic Games doing things like riding a horse.
well, horseback riding is a skill in itself.
I just don't think he'd do it because it's not fast. Why would I ride a horse? I'll just run, bro. Is this well? Oh, it's a card. I was about to say, is this well just infinitely spawn cigarettes? The cigarette well?
Fun fact, you can only get that card from the well while it rains, because notice it makes the well fill up.
This game, it's got them quirks. It's got them quirks, is what I'll say. I don't know if they're good quirks, but it's got them quirks.
I like games with stupid quirks. This game has, I mean, I would not have put 35 in running hours into this game if I wasn't enjoying its stupid bullshit.
This game, it sure does, have a personality.
It does. Like, I think that's why
I'm certainly not saying that this game isn't a poorly coded mess but has a whole lot of charm. I'd never say that.
Yeah. It's a game that's trying to say something, and I respect the hell out of that, even if it fucking
They
chokes
couldn't-
on its own words half the time.
They couldn't get the best programmers, but they sure got the best writers.
Like, for the longest time, I thought this game was just kind of like a cult classic because it was, like, bad. People compare it to, like, The Room, you know, and The Room is not a good movie, like, at all.
It's really, there's not good redeeming qualities about The Room in any way. It's all entirely shit, and the only enjoyment you can get is from, like, having a guffle at how bad it is.
Yeah, like, sure, The Room has a lot of character, and clearly they
cared
worked on it, but
at least one person working on that movie cared. One guy in particular cared a lot about that movie. But this isn't that same kind of bad. Like, this is just...
my car is floating in the air.
car is floating! This has just got some of that primo Oblivion jank about it, you know?
Yeah.
They're very, really fucking ambitious with the things they wanted to do and specifically simulate all of this, like, you know, townspeople with schedule shit. All these crazy little side quests.
Everything is floating. The house is floating.
Oh my god.
What the hell did I do? This truck is floating.
Get back in the car and see if that fixes it. I do not sleep in the floating house. No, this is a bad idea.
I'm gonna sleep in the floating house.
This is such a bad idea.
Oh, I know. I'm so stinky.
Damn, he smells bad. Well, it looks like it fixed everything.
Yeah?
York is starving. York needs food badly. Can you eat the whole can of hollandaise sauce?
I can, but I need to have my side quest.
Oh no, I'm just thinking about York just guzzling it down, not even like drinking it. Oh, that's disgusting. You know, Sega themselves didn't really play into the whole chili dog thing with Sonic until about 2008. That was all a cartoon and comic book thing until Sonic fucking ate one in Unleashed. I think every single country in that game, because that was the World Adventure one, I think every single country in that game had its own unique chili dog that came with a little animated cutscene of Sonic eating it.
Alright, 9 hours from 9:30 in the morning is 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. Okay.
Get 3 hours of sleep and then just get in front of her house and start smoking.
I'll do the 6 hours.
And now how long do you have?
Supposedly she gets at her house at 7.
So you've still got a good few hours to kill. Hey, nice chili dog there, Sonic. Oh god, the car's still floating.
Fell down when I got in.
Alright.
I was hoping it would float in the air and it would let me, like, fly away.
You know, that's how Tommy Wiseau wanted to end the movie.
What?
After Johnny, whatever his name was in that the character, after he killed himself, he wanted his ghost to come out and kind of reveal an inner monologue that he was an alien vampire or something, and he would ghost his way into his car that would then fly off into space.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
Tommy Wiseau really genuinely wanted to do that and had to be talked out of writing that scene out.
4 p.m. 5 p.m. 6 p.m.
No, did you ever play the Flash game version?
I didn't know there was a Flash game version.
Tom Fulp himself made a Flash game version of The Room. I can't believe you never played it, Cap. It's so good. There are little spoons in every single screen in the game, hidden spoons you can collect, and if you get them all, you get to see the vampire ghost ending.
Emily, I'm very stinky, but I'm here to have dinner with you.
I don't think she can
It's
smell you
not
over the
right.
smoke.
You've certainly gone to town this time, haven't you?
There's something I really want to cook, but I can't
Also,
remember
York's
what it
beard's
is.
really
You
coming in.
can't remember? It's something you want to cook, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Have you been
It's
avoiding
something my
shaving?
father made for me once, a long time ago. My mother was sick, so he had to cook. That was the only time he cooked. I remember how it tasted, and I wanted to make the same dish, but no luck. I also remember what it looked like, but I have no idea what was in it.
And you still decided that you'd give it a try anyways. Amazing. Most people would give up without even trying, Emily.
Do you have a problem with this? Okay, so I was nostalgic and emotional, but I wanted to give it a try.
I'm sorry. I need to watch my mouth. Who am I to comment on your private issues? I'll make
He
up
says
for it
with
by helping
flies
you look for the
buzzing
right
around
ingredients.
him.
You will?
Yes, of course. This will make a nice break from the investigation.
Do you
for
think they are going to fuck?
What kind of dish was it?
Various
Maybe.
different ingredients placed on top of an English muffin with some kind of sauce on top, a yellow sauce. He learned it from a diner close to where he worked in New York.
So a New York-style yellow sauce. Do you remember anything else?
Well, there were two things on the muffins. Something chewy and salty and something soft with two colors.
Okay then, Emily, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll go and look for the ingredients. You try to remember some more.
Sounds like a plan.
Well then, let's try to recreate this taste from her past. What do you say, Zach?
I like that there's just cookbooks everywhere, and she's like frantically searching for this fucking one recipe.
So, like, I generally am very forgiving towards this game, but I really hate how Emily's side quests are done. Because if I was doing this without knowing what I needed ahead of time, you could only meet Emily in her house in the evening when it's raining,
rain,
and then she tells you the items you need. But they're like, they're not spelled out for you. So then you have to like figure out what the items are, which isn't too hard to do. Then you have to find the items, which usually means you have to buy them from Milk Barn. But Milk Barn isn't open during the rain, so you'll have to wait until it stops raining to go to the store, and then wait out the rain again.
it feels like for certain like bits of quest design and then more general world design, the right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing, and it leads to some awkwardness.
Like, if you could get Emily's quest, like, anytime, like, talk to her in the police station, it could be like, I was thinking about maybe trying to make this thing that I had once as a kid, but I don't remember what it needs. And then, you can pick it up whenever,
There's something to be said about it's admirable that they went to this absurd effort to like, oh, Emily cooks when she's at home in the rain. Like, okay, that's a nice little detail, but boy, it doesn't make fucking doing the quest very easy.
Yeah, when it comes to doing fetch quests in games, being able to get request for the fetching at any time, I think, is important. Because the whole point of fetch quests like this is like,
I mean, I'm certain that there are people who played through this game and liked it and maybe even loved it and probably didn't even know about this.
yeah. But like the thing with fetch quests is like you're meant to kind of gather these items while you're doing other things. Games generally don't give you a fetch quest and then expect you to immediately go and like focus down those items. Those items are meant for you to get,
As you're
ambiently.
doing other things, and then it's like, oh, I'll go turn this in.
Yeah, but because it's so hard to get to even know what the hell you're gonna get, Emily, it just feels like a pain in the ass.
Emily, here's one.
She wants egg, ham, and holidays.
This is definitely right. We're getting
Something
closer to
soft
how
with
it
2
tasted.
colors, is that the egg?
Yeah.
A yellow sauce and something chewy and salty. Whew.
Actually, here's a fun thing.
Can you give her the recipes?
No, but you can pick up the recipes and they highlight the ingredients you need. And also, the
Oh.
recipes are actual recipes in real life. You can use these recipes. And apparently, they're pretty good recipes for making, like, Eggs Benedict and stuff.
Let me see
Emily, here's
the
another one.
Eggs Benedict recipe in a minute.
Yeah.
This is great. Now this is getting close. One more step and we'll be there. Only one more ingredient, the
No
yellow
Sabrina.
sauce. My father cooked it, so I have the feeling it came from a can.
Yeah, if I go into my inventory here. Yeah. Ingredients for 4 servings. Hollandaise sauce, 3 egg yolks, tablespoons of lemon juice, half a cup of unsalted butter, quarts of teaspoon of salt.
Yeah, this seems legit.
Yeah. White pepper as needed, 6 slices of ham, 6 eggs, 3 mushrooms.
If you ask me, no white pepper is needed. I fucking don't like white pepper at all.
I don't think I've ever had white pepper. I've only had black pepper.
Don't. You know what white pepper smells like, Cap?
What?
It smells like a horse barn. The entire fucking the horses, the straw, the poop, it smells like that.
I like the smell of horse barns.
No.
Probably not as a food. Yeah, it even gives you like actual like instructions. Yeah, the other one is for meatloaf.
Yep, breadcrumbs, onions.
Celery,
bit of
carrot,
apple in
parsley,
there, huh?
apple, thyme, sage, oregano, black pepper.
How much
salt.
apple is he calling for?
I think half an apple.
Half an apple and some meatloaf. I don't know about that. I don't like mixing my sweets and my savories, you know.
I love mixing my sweets and savories. Yeah,
Elbow
his mac and cheese.
macaroni, headed cheese. This seems pretty simple.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, it's mac and cheese.
Emily, here's another one.
Those big flies.
This is it! That's exactly what it tasted like.
Eggs Benedict.
When he
I
has
know
the
this
beard,
dish.
he kind of looks like Shia
It's a
LaBeouf.
popular breakfast dish in Louisiana.
Oh my god! Holy
Your
shit!
father was quite a chef then.
What do you mean?
Oh my god!
This is
I
much harder
can't
to make
unsee it
than
now.
eggs, Emily. You have to bring it to the table with all the ingredients at the
I
same
think-
temperature.
I think Shia LaBeouf would honestly be
requires
perfect to play
preparation.
York.
Timing and skill. You'd have to be
I think
pretty
he
good
could
at
pull
these
it off.
3 things to make a really good Eggs Benedict.
Really?
He's
I
mildly
never thought of him
insane
as a
enough for
skilled
it.
Cook. I haven't talked to him for ages. We've been kind of separated. I wonder what he's doing now.
Do you have his number?
I think so. Probably stuck in the old picture album.
Emily, just Interrupt me if I'm out of line here, but I'd like to tell you how I like to think about these things. People develop their own personality through interaction with other people. Whether they like it or not, that's how it happens. I don't know anything about the past between you and your father, but the fact is, you enjoyed making something that he cooked for you. He's a big part of your past, which means he's part of you. That's normal, and you have nothing to be ashamed of. So why don't you give him a call?
But I wouldn't know what to say.
We can talk about this recipe. That'll be a good place to start.
Thank you, York.
Damn,
I'll
York
give him a
giving
call after
good
you leave.
social advice. What the hell?
I don't want you standing over my shoulder.
Holy shit, he's like making sense for once in his fucking life.
Good.
Here, take this. A gift for helping me with my cooking today. And for
Hell is that?
The weather doll. It's gonna let you control the weather, dude. I'm calling it.
I swear to God, if I get an item that lets me make it rain when I no longer need to make it rain, I'm gonna shit myself.
Doll that expresses rain by turning around? The doll suggests rain. Oh my god. Oh my god. This
my health.
fucking game, dude. It's blue?
My health bar. Huh, does it
Green.
buff my health when it rains?
I'm looking this up. This is a mysterious occurrence.
Emily, why did you have this? What is this? Why is this?
Weather doll refills your health over time.
Okay. So if it's raining, it'll refill my health when I have it in rain mode. Okay. Let's see if Sigourney is anywhere so I can pick her up again. It's been a couple of days and it's nighttime again.
I think it has nothing to do with the weather. I think it is only a health regen.
Then how come I can set it to rain mode or not? What does that do?
When you have it flipped upside down like that and your health bar is colorful, you're in regen mode.
So if I...
That's it. That's it. You can turn the regen on and off.
Oh. Okay, I guess that makes sense if you don't want it to like have easy mode. Oh wait, I don't
Not that
think
this
Sigourney's...
game's been particularly hard.
Apparently the original 360 version did have difficulty modes.
Huh.
And that's
It's always
just...
weird when devs take difficulty modes out.
Wait, I don't think Sigourney's going to be out because it's raining. Whatever.
Here come the little hyenas now.
Ahoy!
Hi!
We just helped Emily cook Eggs Benedict, and she gave us health regen for it.
Yep.
Like, do you have to eat the thing to get health regen, or is it just
She
forever?
gave us a small totem that when you turn it upside down, it just makes you regenerate health.
Well, that's probably something that the victims of the case needed to know about.
Just turn
we
the
could've-
fucking
we
totem
could've-
upside down and put it in her hand.
We could have saved Diane if we just put the totem on her. Alright, so I got the last two cases for Keith, but that's next chapter.
I think there's
Harry and
nothing left to do
Michael.
but to advance the story.
Yep. More cards, which I'm not gonna like go out of my way to do. And Sigourney's last 3 burrowings, which, you know, has to be nighttime and not raining.
Oh,
And
he's a
these
stinky
flies!
boy.
Zach, let's go over our progress. From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our 3rd victim. The 3rd victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was right after the crime.
No, that's not it, Zach. Think back more carefully. What was different from the other crime scenes? That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed.
Technically,
Which
Becky
means
was
the
still
criminal
alive.
was still close
Yeah, I was
by.
gonna say.
It was someone near the scene.
But she was barely alive, whereas
There
Diane
are 2
was like
possible candidates.
very cautious.
Diane was
Nick
able
was knocked
able to
out
get
in
up
action.
and start ranting about the Elder God.
Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
It was Nick. Pick up that can.
Harry there for no reason.
Pick up that can.
That's right. Kaysen. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Kaysen's statement came out as follows.
That's right, he was locked in the sex
He
dungeon.
and Diane were in a
Yep.
physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up? That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day, which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest. Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Look at the face.
What do we think, guys?
I don't think it's Nick.
What about you?
Nick's
Milky?
not
I
the
still
killer.
I still think it's Zach/York, so I don't think it's Nick either.
Me too. Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
So many fucking flies.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me
Don't
York
smoke in bed,
instead of
York.
Lady
That's
Morgan.
dangerous. God, he really does look like Shia LaBeouf.
Only with the beard.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Emily. You here to fuck?
What's going on?
He smells like garbage. Don't do it.
Emily,
I'm
I was
sorry.
just at your house. We made
I
eggs
couldn't
Benedict.
sleep, so I was drinking alone.
My mother was a very kind woman.
I love doing this with the
She
flies.
always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Why do you smell like
Wait.
garbage, York?
Who's Zach?
Finally!
Holy shit.
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he is always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
Huh?
I told you something's up with this.
I was 7.
Did Dad snapped and killed his wife?
I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this
Zach's
together.
just his childhood trauma.
Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to
I
make me
guess.
calm.
Or rather, like a schizoid personality disorder he developed
And here
because
we
of
are.
childhood trauma.
Working together.
Or get this, some sort of like
Getting through
evil
things.
spirit that was in
This
his
is the
mom
first
and is
time
now
I've
in
ever told
him.
anyone about this.
Yeah? Or maybe it was in the dad.
That's a
Oh,
sad story. But
York's
I don't
on
want
it.
you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Probably related to the red trees and all this forest goddess
Oh,
shit that's been going
yeah,
around.
York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
Egg
You
Benedict.
saved my life.
I hope they kiss and the
If you hadn't
cigarette's
saved me at
still
the
in his
gallery, I would
mouth.
have died along with
Why
Diane.
does this happen? Like every
No need to
cutscene
thank
now,
me for
he's
that.
double cigging all day. What?
I think it happens
Useless.
anytime a cutscene plays
Couldn't save
after I
Becky.
smoke a cigarette
I
to
could
pass
save
time.
Diane.
Mhm.
What did you just say?
I assume you did that to make this
Useless?
happen.
I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Well, you didn't even drive her, you
I
asshole?
think it's more serious of a situation than I thought.
Emily's gonna
You
fucking
remember?
die because of him.
Our conversation with Emily.
Emily's gonna be the next
She's
fucking
really
victim.
interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you. If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
You've at least got the hots for the little boy inside my brain.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
I like that he's got a sense of humor about it all.
Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas.
Maybe.
Nick, are you okay?
I know you're there. Come on, please!
You've only been in prison a few days, dude.
Thomas!
The other prisoners are gonna kill him in the shower if he doesn't shut the fuck up.
What other prisoners?
Oh no, the sex cult's falling apart.
Yeah, and Carol is absolutely a part of the sex cult.
Of course it is. We already knew that. Come on.
Oh yeah. I wonder who the other girl is.
Thomas.
What do you think Thomas is having a Buffalo Bill
During the
moment?
investigation.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait! She's still alive.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless.
That's
I
not
couldn't
how
save
that
Becky.
went. York was wearing
Yeah.
a red
I couldn't
shirt,
save Diane.
and he was.
And he smelled like garbage.
I love
So are
that
you
his.
just perma-greasing from here on out, or are you just stinky York?
I mean, I'm going to change my clothes eventually.
We want to get Max Beard at least.
Oh yeah, Max Beard for sure. Oh,
It's just like that part in Wind Waker.
Careful not to get stuck inside the door again.
Just gotta do a little Phantom Ganon fight here. See which way his sword points, and you're on your way.
I did like all of the Ganon Ball in Wind Waker. There was quite a bit of it.
Wind Waker, for the parts of it that did suck balls, was amazing. Definitely need to see how that game randomizes sometimes. I've always been curious.
I think it randomizes pretty well. I'm pretty sure Wind Waker's pretty popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you like trawling the depths for whatever the fuck. Fucking chart sanity.
Like Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, amazing rando experiences, but like Majora's Mask just doesn't go as well. I'm wondering how Wind Waker and Twilight Princess fit on that scale.
Imagine, Milky, getting
Princess,
a treasure
Milky.
chart, Milky. You go out to get treasure chart, you dig it up, and what is it? It's another fucking treasure chart.
That's basically how vanilla is. All the treasure charts are
Whoa!
useless.
Who the fuck? Talk. Who the hell is this person? This is the capitalist.
Open this door. There is no turning back. You still
Yeah, see, look at his throat. That's him.
Oh shit, it is.
I do. It's better than staying here.
Very well then. Off you go, Mr. York.
Look carefully, boy. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love.
Nice stock fucking music.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, wait. Maybe the zombies are real. Now, wait, isn't the little girl hearing all of this Emily, though?
Yeah.
Hey, Tia. Tia's been having a little bit of trouble, but thankfully it's not really, like, bad, so I'm not sure if I should even be worried about it.
Tia's a tough girl.
In the last, like, 3 or so weeks, she's had, 2 stones pass.
Oh, no.
But they've only been, like, a 2-hour deal each time. Like, she gets it, she's uncomfortable, she's running around squatting and, you know, like, dribbling on the floor here and there. And then just, like, 2 hours later, it's over and she's peeing normally again.
You might want to take her to the vet just to, like, make sure she doesn't have, like, any UTI. Because, a couple years ago, Emmy's mom's cat, Galahad.
Mr. Morgan, do you want a refill?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, he was having frequent.
Is the coffee that good, Mr. Morgan?
Coffee is a vital, investigative tool. I know exactly what to do now.
York, come on!
H-O-A-R. It was saying something. Hurry.
And the first letter of each line is H-A-R-R-Y. Hurry to Harry. Looks like the time that he was talking about has come. Let's go pay the problematic rich boy who owns half of the town a visit. Polly,
Work you stink.
I think I'm going to go see Harry today.
Oh, really? He's a little strange, but I think he's the most trustworthy one around here. I think you'll have fun with him.
If you say so, Polly, then we probably will.
Of course. Now,
York!
and I'll give you some more coffee.
I'll see you later, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, what about the coffee? Don't you want a refill? Your coffee!
He's gotta hurry to Harry.
Anyway, yeah, so yeah, Galahad had like these frequent UTI blockages. Like they would be like, yeah, like where they'd pass, but then they'd come back. But eventually, you know, it got so bad he couldn't pee at all because, you know, it would just, you know, compound.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say take her to the vet sooner than later just to make sure something like that doesn't happen. Anyway, time to dress up like Phoenix Sprite.
Deep blue.
Do you guys have any updated predictions on who the killer is?
I don't think it's anyone we've met.
Yeah, because like he doesn't match anyone we've seen.
There's that mysterious woman who we saw leading the sex cult. We don't know who she is yet. There's still more characters to meet.
I think that the nature of this case is supernatural. I think it's ghosts, zombie ghosts.
Well, yeah, the other raincoat killer, like the spooky Axeman, is definitely supernatural.
Mm.
we just saw that York's mother turned into a zombie, and that's why his dad had to kill her.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like evil spirits, like avatars of the forest itself. The trees must grow.
Oh shit, I've been playing Darkwood all along.
This game's too happy for that. No one's Slavic suffering TM.
Oh, wait. Panda Bear has something new.
You can't be playing Darkwood. York never shuts the fuck up.
Hey, am I still a suspect?
Yes.
Okay, well, good. My wife and I have been living separately for over 3 years now. Diane, she's a single woman, so this shouldn't be a problem.
That's true.
I feel so bad for Diane, though. Gosh. Did you find out who did it?
I can't discuss that.
Yes, of course. I understand. You don't have to tell any of the folks around town about me and Diane, do you?
No, I won't do that. But it's a small town.
Jason, Diane was
sure the
fucking
rumors
like
have
half the
started
town.
already.
I don't think anybody cares.
Nothing to be ashamed of, right? What's there to worry about?
Nothing in particular. No, nothing at all. I'm clean. As clean as the sheets in this hotel.
You know you're not.
What's with
Damn,
that,
that's a
Robert?
good tie, though.
You
Holy
don't have a
fuck.
problem, right?
Give me another close-up on that tie. That's a good tie.
Jason is involved with another woman in town. We can only hope it isn't Emily.
Okay. Okay.
You.
Okay.
You do you, deadly premonition.
Oh, hi.
Wait, she has shotgun shells for sale?
You surprised?
You know, I guess Granny's probably got to pack a little 12 gauge to keep the robbers away. She knows how to use it. Chili dog. Cat, can you buy just one more chili dog for me?
I cannot because I maxed out now.
Okay, eat it.
Oh wait, no, I was not.
Whoa!
Right there.
Whoa! Whoa!
Clicky.
Oh, hi.
Okay, good. Emily's not dead. Damn, whoa, she's fast.
York, I can't find Thomas. Was he here?
No, I haven't seen him. Have you tried the radio?
I've been trying, but he's not answering.
What about Nick?
No problem with him. He's
ASMR smoking again.
He's still saying he didn't do it.
Oh my god!
Nick said that
Really
Thomas
sounds
was
like
here
he's breathing
sometime
into the
during night.
microphone.
He kept calling for him, but Thomas stopped responding. I'm a bit worried.
Zach POV.
George has asked for permission to search for Thomas.
I understand that things have been hard for Thomas, but surely he's just resting at home. But I'm not against looking for him. Tell George that he has my blessing.
Okay. As far as I know, Thomas always calls in when he needs a day off.
We're human, and so we are limited. As far as you know, there haven't been any serial killings here before, right?
That's right, but that's not...
Emily, I'm going to see Harry today.
What? Why? We have plenty of other leads to follow, don't we?
He did invite me over, though. It would be bad manners not to accept.
Are you really an FBI agent? I think the FBI would take a more logical approach to investigations.
But Emily, a serial killer does not stay within the boundaries of logic. Thus, you can't hope to capture such a killer using only logic. That's why I'm going to see Harry. You go with George and find Thomas.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Great. Thanks.
Ugh, I was an idiot for thinking he might be a good pick. I really need to work on my taste in men.
Oh my god, what's wrong with your face? Emily's never gonna suck that dick. He just fumbled that bad bitch. Hey, wait, save the game before you get in that fucking car. York's car is back, but now it fucking likes to crash the goddamn game.
I mean, this game likes to crash itself most of the time. I don't think it's the car's fault. Watch how fast this fucking thing goes, Anthony.
Jesus. God, look at the turning. Oh my lord.
Notice that it has no fucking health bar.
Yeah, they do not expect you to be able to control this thing easily.
What is missing? Oh, the boy, Emily's doing this lunch today. I've got to see that.
Zach
You only got
up with a third victim.
3 hours too.
If I made it, the gallery ended up being a wasted attempt to save a life. It's a real mess, Zach.
Dive. When's the last time I made a dive like that? Oh, I remember. Do you? It was in my late teens. We used to go to those concerts. You and I like punk rock, but we like different types of punk. You liked hard and heavy punk, like Crash and Sham 69. I like the more twisted ones, like The Damned, Buzzcocks, Iggy Pop, and Joy Division. We used to talk for hours about the bands we really liked, but for some reason, neither of us listened to the Sex Pistols. I wonder why that was. Seems strange thinking about it now.
I guess that explains why he likes Green Day so much.
Zach, did you want to go somewhere before we visit Harry? That's fine by me.
How do you feel about the Zach reveal so far, insofar as we know?
I mean, about what I was expecting. Not like exactly that, but I knew it was going to be some kind of like trauma-related thing.
Personality.
Yeah.
I like that he's literally just schizo. What should we do for lunch? Why don't you make it for us? This isn't gonna go.
I thought
Oh!
about ordering in, but since we had leftovers, I made us lunch. What's with the face? I think my cooking turned out pretty good today.
Oh, okay, great. A sudden crisis. What should I do, Zach?
I might not be a wonder chef like Thomas, but I do practice every day. Well, come on, tell it to me straight.
Emily,
Yes. What?
I went into the sewer once during an investigation.
Okay, just stop right there.
I have like a debuff on my hunger meter. Emily debuffed my hunger meter.
Hey, it's the
I like that brief moment we got to look at the plate and it was just this smoldering black thing.
even the turkey sandwich looks bad. You know how there are games that are like renowned for like, oh, look how like wonderfully modeled this sandwich is.
Yeah, this is like the opposite of that.
Look at how fucking bad Emily is at cooking.
Fuck is my car? Anyways, chapter 14, I can go buy the next spooky map.
Oh no, I'm going to be so sick of Green Day by the end of this.
If it really gets annoying, like actually annoying, I will swap to the regular police car. Or the Weep-mobile. So fucking fast.
It's like Zach's the one with the driver's license and York's at the wheel.
You know what? There was one band that we both liked.
We went all the way to New York to see them play, right, Zach?
It took us hours to get to New York by bus. We got to the CBGB and we were so nervous we couldn't go inside.
It took us 30 minutes to gather enough courage to go inside.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Inside, we were shocked. Right, Zach?
I'll never forget that feeling. It was like a blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg bop. The Ramones. That song still makes me feel good. And that's a sign of a classic. But it's amazing I got in without being asked for ID. Those were the good old days. Rock and roll high school and Chinese rock. Sheena is a punk rocker and surfing bird. And I was so depressed when I heard the news of the deaths. Original punk is one of the greatest gifts left from the 20th century. Let's hope they're still rocking on wherever they are.
I don't buy that this man's into punk rock at all. No way. What the fuck?
I do. York is just weird. He's eclectic.
Keith, quit dancing. I need to talk to you.
Yo, dude. Hey, man. This map shows a station along the abandoned Extended Lines track. Now that was a busy place back when the lumber trade was big. No one goes near it now, you know. It's like a train graveyard. On top of that, some folks say they've even seen ghosts there. I don't mean one or two ghosts, man. I mean like hundreds.
The lights go out.
Every now and then, a golden opportunity comes along. Like a chance to leave home for a while and earn a lot of money. There were plenty of them at the end of the 80s. The lumber mill was severely short-handed, so they called in a lot of outside workers. But the place was failing, and indeed it died before most of the poor guys got there. So there was like a load of labor workers that had nowhere to go. No place to work, no way to get back to where they came from. A fair amount of them decided to live on the train they had rode in on. I guess that must have been hard living on a train car that ain't moving.
What kept them in town?
Ah, now, the head of the lumber mill had been lying to them. Wait just a little longer, we'll have work for you soon, you know, that kind of thing. He was just a lying scumbag. No way to rock, man. But lies, they only last so long. With each day that passed, those unemployed guys got more angry. But then, something happened. And the timing for it was incredible. The rail car they were spending the night in just happened to catch fire. With all them inside
Just
it.
happened.
Incredible timing indeed.
Oh yeah, but the police couldn't find any evidence to pin it on anyone. They didn't have all those gadgets and stuff you guys got now. And the police were annoyed the unemployed guys were causing trouble. Nothing happened to the head of the lumber mill. It made the news as an accident. But the rumor says that a large number of those boys are still living in that train car, unaware that they're dead. You better be careful, Mr. FBI, if you go down there by yourself.
Else you might have to do a wave-based shooter bit with all the ghosts.
So the ghosts are real, and that's where the ghosts are coming from. Alright, sure. I buy it. Why not?
Yo, dude.
Oh, hi, Carol.
You know your brother's missing, right?
Okay, sure.
Harold, did you sacrifice Thomas to the fucking forest sex god?
It was she who was weeping in the cutscene before, right?
Whatever, I think it was.
Like, she got off stage, went backstage, and just fucking broke down. She clearly knows something.
Be right back, I need a drink.
I'm gonna go get the same.
Welcome.
We forgot we had Kool-Aid there.
Say some human words for me. It sounded like I couldn't get most of that.
Human words.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, it's all the way down here.
Where's the capitalist live again?
In a big mansion.
Is he the one at the spooky mansion? Or no, that was the gravekeeper's house, right?
That's a different spooky mansion. Alright, if you look at the map here, bottom left corner.
Is he the one on that big winding path by the little lake?
Yep.
Okay.
You know what? Where's Lysander? There he is. I got money, let's buy cars.
So, Zach, about Emily. My first impression when we met her on that bridge is slightly different from what I think about her now. Don't you think she's pretty mesmerizing? And Zach, she seemed interested in you. Did you make a move on her? No, don't answer. I'm just asking. But if you like her, I won't stand in your way. But I'd like to hear the truth. Because this kind of stuff could affect our friendship, you know. Me? I'm just interested in her, that's all. It isn't love or anything. From what I can tell, she doesn't even seem to like me. It's pretty clear from how she acts when she's around me. As you know, Zach, I'm cautious with women. It's because I was badly burned in my last relationship. I really have no idea what women are thinking. That's my problem. You're pretty friendly with the ladies, aren't you, Zach? Maybe you should teach me about how to interact.
I feel like Zach's been behind the wheel in the past, and York's been the one watching, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's how multiple personality disorder works.
Do you think we're gonna see Zach become manifest and take over?
That's definitely going to happen at some point. I can buy the fucking bug. Whose car should I buy? Whose car should I buy, Milky?
Let's see.
You get Diane's, Carol's, Thomas's, Usha's, Cason's, Keith, Lily's, Nick's, Quint's, Richard's.
Get Nick's just to rub it in. He's in jail and he can't do shit about it. Now you're rolling around in his ride.
On Nick's car, and the general's like, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah, look at the station wagon. Let's go.
Can you summon the wagon at any time now?
Yes, I own it.
How do you choose which car gets summoned by the flare?
I have no idea. Also, hey, look, different songs play when you're in different cars.
Oh, maybe that's why the spooky music was playing earlier. This is a good choice. I love this song.
Yeah. It's better than a fucking Northwestern fool.
Northwestern fool.
And I crashed.
Nope. There we go.
United States jester.
Canadian buffoon.
Mexican clown shoes. What's spicy? Game crashed before it even finished booting back up.
Nice.
Come on, Deadly Premonition.
This game barely works.
It's sputtering. It's really unfortunate too, because this game, it's got a lot of heart, but it's just like, it's made out of spaghetti that's weaved through a house of cards.
Yeah.
Nothing really works, and if any one single thing goes wrong, it just spirals out of control.
Previously.
I'm absolutely going to buy a 360 copy and try that out one day. Okay, I seem pretty stable.
It seemed, didn't you say that there were some, what were the differences between director's cut and original? I remember you saying some of the new content isn't canon anyways or something.
Yeah, like there's some non-canon extra cutscenes, but they're only non-canon because Deadly Premonition 2, which came out like 2 years ago, retcons them. So in the context of when Director's Cut first came out, they're not canon. Yeah, station wagon. The original has difficulty settings. The original has tank controls, I think, with a fixed camera over the shoulder.
Huh. Interesting.
It's a little bit more Diet Resident Evil 4. The original has, like, a more intentional color filter. Like, it's, like, got this kind of green-purple, like, color saturation going on.
So, Zach, about Emily. My first impression when we met her on that bridge is slightly different from what I think.
Really all I know off the top of my head that I've looked into.
Don't you think she's pretty mesmerizing? And Zach, she seemed interested in you. Did you make a move on her? No, don't answer. I'm just asking. But if you like her, I won't stand.
This conversation with this music is kind of great.
Mm-hmm.
Because this kind of stuff could affect our friendship, you know. Me?
York's the most wholesome schizoid ever.
It isn't love or anything. From what I can tell, she doesn't even seem to like me. It's pretty clear from how she acts when she's around me. As you know, Zach, I'm cautious with women. It's because I was badly burned in my last relationship. I really have no idea what women are thinking. That's my problem.
I can't wait for, like, yeah, a Zach take the wheel moment.
Maybe you
where it'll start being like, isn't that right, York? And everyone will be like, what?
I feel like it's got to be more obvious than that, though. I feel like Zach's going to be a completely different person compared to York. Maybe even have a new voice actor. Maybe even be the killer with a peace tattoo on his back. I don't know.
And I crashed again.
Oh, good.
Let me into the fucking battle gauntlet.
Previously.
I ain't
Hey, cool.
buying that station wagon a third goddamn time. Maybe the station wagon is the cause of my problems.
One of the Lethal Company mods I had to disable for being slightly like bugged and just not really working all that well right now.
Is it fixed? Good.
I can play with it again.
What is it?
Couple of moons.
God. York, your car is too fucking fast. It's like pushing a Hot Wheels.
Turn the screen on, Cap.
I want to get into the area before see if it crashes again. This is the wrong fucking place. It's the tunnel. Cruise on by it. Alright, train yard. Car literally goes too fast. It fucking crashes into objects before they're loaded in.
Better than crashing the game.
It is better to crash for the Emperor than to play for oneself.
Crashed again. Okay, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Is it consistently happening every time you touch the thingy?
2 for 2, so...
That's about as consistent as this game gets. I feel like this is one of the first ones we've been able to reproduce, at least.
Seems nobody else seems to be having this problem, so here's what I'm gonna do. That's next to Thomas and Carol's apartment, and there's a phone there. So I'm gonna go to the phone and
Save the game.
Like every time this game starts crashing, it's like you have to do a science experiment to start seeing what the hell is working, what works around it.
Previously.
Alright. Harold Thomas at Fiona's house. Extended line. Farm. What's the closest landmark? Probably the police station?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Damn it. Oh, I'm running right away. Okay. Oh my god, I'm almost reaching 90 miles an hour. Slow the fuck down.
I don't think that's legal anywhere in the United States.
Look at the stream. Did you see that?
No.
I was upside down. I flipped the car upside down.
No.
It got stuck, and Nork was like, I'll have to be more careful next time.
Okay, don't drive into it, walk into it.
Yeah. $10mm bullet. Oh.
Oh. Did it do it again?
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's something wrong with this area.
Go talk to the capitalist instead.
I'm gonna try one more time, and if it doesn't work, yeah, I'm just gonna go talk to Harry.
It could be something wrong with the chapter too. Could you could feasibly walk into that in any chapter, right?
That area, yeah. Like the area is not locked off. It's just across the street from Thomas and Carol's house. Which, yeah, I was fucking around in tunnels.
Maybe doing it in this chapter is what's causing it.
If I crash again, I'll take a look.
I think it's gonna cap. I think we should just talk to the capitalist.
Previously.
Alright, you wanker ass. Phantom Zone, let's do this.
Are you in?
I'm running real quick.
I can't see anything. Turn it on.
Let's see if it crashes me. I'm in. Famous paranormal place. Whoa!
Huh? Oh, ow. These guys hurt. They all have guns?
Only seems this way. God. Bernie boys. The burning sticks aren't nothing compared to like the kamikaze Bernie zombies. Those guys are freaky. Ow.
Yeah, the health regen seems nice here.
Yeah, especially because, like, gun zombies hurt.
Here come the little hyenas now.
Oh.
Oh, I see you got in here.
I did.
How'd that happen? Did it just work?
I just tried over and over, yeah.
He just banged his head on it and then it worked.
Oh, this evil within fucking enemy. She just cast Shadow Hadoken at you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow! Interesting, like, phrasing on the QTE. Get it off.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh god, another one. Who's guessing one more? A sword. An odd amount of katanas for this small town.
Maybe they're all Thomas's. Do you want to see my katana collection?
That would be the gayest shit.
Thomas thinks Shadow the Hedgehog is cool.
He would. magnum bullets, even though I have infinite magnum. Quick. Pushing that door open. Bait.
How far in does this psychic spot B go?
Bigger than the A it does, at least.
I told you there's a lot of ghosts in there, dude.
Thank you, Keith. Very cool.
There's another fresh pickaxe right there.
That might be the first time I've hit an enemy with a melee weapon and didn't instantly kill it.
One foe, one blow.
Right, this is the end.
What's our reward?
Infinite shotgun.
Hell yeah.
So what that means...
Can't just drop a gun, I guess. Just snaps it over his knee. How is the raincoat killer supposed to be a threat now that you have the infinite shotgun?
I like that I got an infinite magnum before I got an infinite shotgun. Like, yes, technically the infinite magnum is missable, but it's also a lot easier to get. You can get it a lot sooner.
It's not like this game started you with an infinite pistol anyways.
$5,000-second walk. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I wasn't playing the spooky music before, was it? I genuinely cannot remember.
No, yeah, it was the anime card that we got the spooky music in. That's kind of a weird choice, if you ask me.
I think it makes sense.
I mean, we do have
So, Zach,
Hawaii raincoat killer here on their
My
trunk.
first impression when we met her on that bridge is slightly different from what I think about her now. Don't you think she's pretty mesmerizing?
and Zach, she seemed interested in you.
Did you make a move on her? No, don't answer. I'm just asking. But if you like her, I won't stand in your way. But I'd like to hear the truth. Because this kind of stuff could affect our friendship, you know. Me? I'm just interested in her, that's all. It isn't love or anything. From what I can tell, she doesn't even seem to like me. It's pretty clear from how she acts when she's around me.
As you know, Zach, I'm cautious with women. It's because I was badly burned in my last relationship.
I really have no idea what women are thinking. That's my problem.
You're pretty friendly with the ladies, aren't you, Zach?
Maybe you should teach me about how to interact with women.
York, I'll be honest, I don't even think you know what you're thinking half the time. Harry's mansion.
Camera.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, Finally, you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
Oh, they just auto walk you all the way up there, huh? Darn.
Yeah, because bit of a shame, because yeah, there's like a big ass road and everything.
Look how fast that clock's going.
Having a good time.
Mr. Francis York Morgan,
I don't like
Mr.
that.
Stewart has been waiting for you. To the meeting room you shall go to.
This Umbrella Corporation ass room.
The meeting room is through here. Please be kind. Be sincere. Yes?
They won't let you out, but they'll provide for you? Huh. Someone else is here? Unless that's just Harry.
That's just Harry, yeah.
Oh, wait, the numbers.
What do they mean?
356.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Room 3, room 5, and room 6. But I'm gonna see what's in all the rooms. Excuse me. Oh, there's no beef in this room. You're number 3. Ah, it glows. Number 5.
What could the mysterious capitalist be hiding from you, but wanting you to find like this?
Himself.
Really? This is all just to meet him?
Yes. Look, he's stuck in a wheelchair, he's old, he's crippled, and he has to wear a gas mask to breathe. He's probably really bored. The only company is fucking Michael, who talks in rhyme all the time.
So says Mr. Stewart.
Pick up that can. Pick up that can. Pick up that can.
I love that music plays when it's Michael who enters the room.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please have some tea while it is hot. Too much coffee for your body will make it rot.
You seem well prepared. Almost as though you knew I would be coming today.
Mr. Stewart is particular about the best timing for all things. Now please, drink some tea and enjoy the good health it brings.
I'm sorry, Harry, but I just don't like tea.
Mr. Francis York Morgan,
Drink the
some
fucking
with
tea.
Sugar is what's best admired by your body that looks so tired. So says Mr. Stewart.
Just drink the fucking tea.
Gesticulating at you, York.
Huh.
Dun, dun.
Where did you get these seeds?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, those seeds were found in our town, in a certain specific place.
More seeds are there, you will see, when you find that certain space. Come back to me and we shall talk, after you find that certain place. So says Mr. Stewart.
So you like to play games?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, a hint for you to find this location.
It is most crowded and most quiet, and gives a cold sensation. So says Mr. Stewart.
All right. So you're not going to talk unless I find this certain place. I'll play along.
Now,
Cemetery,
which one of those paintings behind him was most relevant? Is there a waterfall around town?
No, it's got to be that clock tower. None of the others look like anything I had seen around here.
That was the town center where you held the meeting, right?
I believe so.
Zach, let the treasure hunt begin. A crowded place, and yet it is very quiet there. Have you figured it out, Zach? It must be the graveyard.
Oh.
There's lots of people there, but none of them can speak. You see? So let's get going to the graveyard.
Like my home away from home.
You have been spending a lot of time there. Has Milky seen the grave?
Oh, no, he hasn't. And yeah, look at all this road. There is a fall. It's right there.
What's the grave?
I'll show you.
You'll see. There's a specific grave at the graveyard.
Anyway, Zach, there aren't many young women left in this town. Even Emily could be targeted next. I can't rule that out. All the more reason to catch the Raincoat Killer ASAP. And that means working closely together. We can work out the Emily situation later. Don't get me wrong, Zach. I mean, I'm not interested in Emily because she's female or anything. I'm just saying she's interesting. You know, as in interesting person. But by looking at her, she reminds me of something I used to feel. That's all. Like back when I first met you. You know, that feeling we all used to feel back when we were kids? Feeling safe while also feeling a need to protect, that kind of feeling. But Zach, who made me feel that back then? Anyways, we're getting closer one step at a time to cracking this case. I have a feeling it's going to get tough. Just as Harry said, it's crowded and quiet. Hey, Brian.
Agent. Mr. Agent, how are you?
Not bad. I'm, just playing a little game with Harry.
Game? A game? Is that fun?
We've only just started, Brian. The fun is about to begin. I'd like to ask you something, actually. Is there a tree in the graveyard that drops red seeds?
Seeds. Red seeds? That tree does. And that one. And that one too. All red seeds.
Whole tree's red. Can't go get them? Huh?
Anyway, here's the special grave. Or if I can look at it while on a mission, yeah.
It's Brian's grave.
Brian? That's one
Who's
sick
Brian
joke,
again?
isn't it?
The gravekeeper.
The guy
Oh.
I just talked to.
He's a fucking zombie.
Maybe.
Zombie ghost, leave this place.
This is his house.
Would you really eat those ghost tomatoes?
I've been eating these ghost tomatoes. You know how much I've lived off these ghost tomatoes?
York has lived weeks of his life here at the graveyard off of those ghost tomatoes.
I'm telling you, there's supernatural shit going on with York and Zach.
Oh no!
Zombie ghosts. Oh shit, my clock is red.
Oh, she's packing heat.
Wait, there's enemies out in the field?
I think it's because of this specific place, because notice the clock is red like if it was midnight.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Has Milky seen the creepy midnight enemies?
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Pretty sure it showed Milky the creepy midnight effect.
I don't think you have, actually.
Things
Okay,
get
well-
weird around town at midnight, and like zombies and gigantic demonic dogs start spawning around everywhere.
Oh, so Lethal Company.
Yeah.
That... I didn't know that, because I always kind of like... I always thought that the zombies were just in York's head, like this wasn't real.
Great. Yes. Bullseye. Amazing.
Given just how fucking many of them are here right now, I think there might be a connection between the red trees and the zombos.
Yes. Great. Nice shot. Bullseye. Amazing. Nice shot. Yes. Nice shot. Yes. Great. Great. Amazing. Amazing.
Nice shot.
That's a perfectly serviceable beat stick, York.
Great. Great. Nice shot. Great. Yes. Yes. Nice shot. Amazing. Great.
It's all in your head, York. You just shot Brian, and that's why he's got a grave now. You killed him, York.
Zach, mission accomplished. Let's get back to Harry's.
It's a big clump of them.
reward better be good.
But you know about these seeds? They were right here under my nose. It's as if I was carefully carrying a bottle of water while walking in a pool.
We're learning the countryside version of common sense the hard way, Zach.
Dog.
Yeah, dogs go up where bones are. I know
So
your
at midnight he
secrets.
becomes a demon dog.
Warren, you saw that, but okay.
No,
guess
I
next
didn't
time.
see that. I definitely want to see big demon dogs.
Really more like zombie dogs.
In Chapter 18 is the cutoff point for most side quests.
Yeah, but you can time travel whenever you want.
Yeah. There's a couple of side quests that go on to 26. That's the last chapter of the game.
So, where shall we go next?
Obviously back to fucking Harry's house.
Yeah. So I've got nothing else to do except the Gorney. I'll do that whenever.
nothing. Just my imagination.
It's all in your head, York.
Fucking hell.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
Are they gonna lock you in again this time?
Probably.
Of course he makes you use a payphone too. What's the point of the room rotating? It's surely not the entire room is
Mr.
rotating
Francis
around,
York
right?
Morgan, please proceed to Mr. Stewart's room. There he awaits you, I shall assume.
I think it is. Yeah, see, because the doors change.
Oh yeah, you're right. What a stupid... I hate this guy. Fucking Spencer over here, building his big elaborate mansion with all his puzzles.
Yes?
Look, if I was a rich, mysterious capitalist, I would do the same thing. Oh.
Don't tell me you're gonna have to solve another puzzle. 14, 23, and 26? Pineapples?
Sitting on the toilet.
It's not where I'd keep them.
Somehow this suit is not dirty yet. Should I keep the Phoenix Wright suit on?
Switch to the classic York, the one he started the game with.
I get it. $14, $23, $26. Sabrina! Ow! 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 Why?
She clawing your leg.
Oh yeah. He's like, why the fuck are you still awake? I'm like, because I slept a lot today because I had allergies. $14, $23, and $26. Here is 4. Here is 10. So 10 and 4 are here.
Francis York Morgan had one too many Taco Bell Doritos Locos Tacos.
go. I think Harry makes Michael do this anytime he needs to open the damn door.
Like you're just undoing all of his progress.
Yes.
As soon as you leave, he has to reset all the puzzles.
Not just that, but has to, you know, solve the puzzles in order to, like, do his work. Oh. Good boy, boy. I don't know. Michael, how'd you get in here without me?
He's got secret passages. He can scurry around.
Yeah, just drop them all over the floor, Bjorn.
Harry, turns out what you said was true, and I'd like to hear more.
Oh, man.
York, as you
Holy
know,
shit.
there's a powerful mystery surrounding these seeds.
It really does
You've
sound like
seen
a
them at
combine
those
soldier.
other murders that took place elsewhere. And you've seen them deeply involved with the murders in this town as well.
That's right. But how do you know all this?
York, you must be younger than you look. Youngsters tend to hurry so much that they let things slip right past them. What you need to do is slow this down a bit. That way you'll see what's really important. Let me tell you a story. 50 years ago, when the war was over,
The war.
just about when the communist Red started to become a rising threat, our town constructed a huge clock tower. Then, soon afterwards, a serial killer wearing a red raincoat.
Is he gonna blame it all on the commies?
The legend of the Raincoat Killer? Stop playing games with me, Harry. That's nothing more than folklore.
York, he's
The
attacked
FBI
you.
has no such record of a multiple homicide case in this town.
York, Anna, Becky, and now Diane. Their deaths are real, not folklore, not legend. The Raincoat Killer is also real. strict gag order, the mass murder case was never made public. In fact, one could say that it was completely erased from history. Tell me, who do you think would be able to do something like that?
Me, I'm rich.
The military.
The military.
Very good. A model student.
But if there are no records about it, then how do you know it really happened?
Good question, York. Why would I know this? The answer is very simple. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. The brutal killer himself. But we can talk about the details of that encounter another time. What we need to talk about is your raincoat killer. The new raincoat killer, if you will. The new raincoat killer. Yes, let's call him that. After all, he's not the real one. What you want to know more about is the new one. Between 10 and 20 years ago, I noticed that these red seeds were special, and someone else did too. The human imagination can lead to tragedy sometimes. Someone linked the red seeds to the serial killer legend.
Double smoking.
If you eat the red seeds and then kill someone, you will become immortal.
Huh?
This new fabricated legend was passed on from one to the next, evolving and changing every time, like a rumor. Some may have actually taken the seeds to try them out, to prove the legend, that is.
Oh my god, the reflections.
Yeah.
The red seeds you have found from those other murders, they all came from this town, together with that one evil rumor. People on the other side of the planet may have heard of it by now, and new seeds might be growing in different parts of the world.
So you're saying that the series of cases I've been following are all linked to this town? That's interesting, Harry. But there's no evidence to support that story. None of the criminals we caught for the other murders ever mentioned anything like that.
It's your job, your role and duty to look into that, York. Now, the game must go on. You know I said that the incident 50 years ago was totally erased. Well, not quite. Records still exist in the sheriff's office. The old sheriff back then hated the military and did his own investigation. I need you to bring those documents here to me. Once you've done that, I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, it's worth a look. And we may as well let the old man have his fun.
Oh my god, it's coming out of his lip. It's weird seeing clean-shaved York in the loading screen.
I know. Ugh.
Documents from a case that happened 50 years ago. Let's play along with the old man for a little longer, shall we?
Zach, that means we need to head for the sheriff's department.
Chapter 17 is probably going to be a big battle thing because there's no side quests available on it. And then chapter 18 will be the last real free roam chapter. And then it looks like it'll probably be a straight gauntlet to the end game. Oh. I'm gonna do that another time because I'm starting to get sleepy.
Okay.
I took a big nap today because I had allergies, but I do need to try and go get a little bit of normal sleep. Otherwise, my schedule's going to be totally fucked. I should be able to wrap this up within the next session or two, I think.
Okay.
Looking forward to getting it finished. Been having a lot of fun with it. And then I could finally play something else.
Hell yeah.
What else is on the menu?
I've got a Resident Evil clone called Song of Horror.
Song of Horror.
And I also want to finish Daymare because I started that back in the summer and didn't finish it. And yeah, I might do a couple of like things off my Switch, like Metroid Dread and MEO, the Smiling Man, shit like that.
I forgot about MEO.
Mm-hmm. MEO was going to be the first thing I did, but then I got caught up doing this. Anyway, good night, guys.
Good night.